What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 5, Episode number 5. The episode is titled Holt 'em Back, you guys. So, before we go ahead and jump into this review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't yet subscribed, I need you guys to do me a huge solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by thumbsing up the video, liking it, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville, shall we? All right, you guys, so this is the episode that everybody has been waiting for since we saw it on social media. So we start up, we see this gold G-Wagon pulling up to Destiny's store. So this is Stormy's G-Wagon. I thought it was Mel last week, but hey, I was wrong. So this is Stormy. So Destiny saw Stormy, right? So Destiny didn't want Stormy to come in because she's an uninvited guest. So the cashier went outside, told Stormy, her mom and her husband, she gotta go, right? So Stormy she came bearing gifts. She came with some roses and a small Gucci bag. So the woman was gonna take both gifts, and she's like, "Well, if she don't want me to come in, she don't get the Gucci bag, but she can't have them flowers. She can have the flowers." But Mel Nika went up to Destiny and was telling Destiny, like, we don't want to be like this. Invite her in. I was like, so why are we doing this? I get you want to be the bigger person, but me personally, I'm not going to be the bigger person. Like, no. If I don't want you in my event, you won't come into my event, period, point blank. But hey, Destiny said, you know what, let her in. Now, Destiny, I got to come at you sideways just a little bit, right? If here's my thing. I get her being upset that she's uninvited. I understand that, and I'm not upset about Destiny being upset about that. But when Melnika got you to agree to bring the woman in, and she came in with the gifts, fix your face. Be like, okay, you know what? If she gonna come in, cool. As long as she don't come in on the rah-rah stuff, cool. But Stormy came in. She gave her the Gucci bag, saying that she wants them to be Gucci, and the flowers. But throughout the whole time, Destiny just has this stank-a-dank-dank look on her face, and I was just like, girl, can we just wipe this off your face? Even Kimmy and Tisha noticed it. Now Kimmy, you guys know I like Kimmy, but Kimmy was like it's just like she was poking a dead horse at one point, because you can see that she has an attitude problem, right? As far as Stormy being there, you keep questioning it. And she's being nonchalant about it. So I just didn't understand Kimmy questioning Destiny. Like, girl, let it go. Now, was it a nice gesture that she brought the flowers and the Gucci bag? I'll leave that up to you guys. Do I think it was a nice gesture? I mean, it could be. But, I mean, again, I'm putting myself in Destiny's shoes. If me and you got into a point where we almost got physical with each other, I don't want you at any of my events. I don't want you at anything. However, I will say one thing, because Stormy said that she saw the flyer online. Now, I gotta keep it real. If you made this public on social media, then you can't really be mad about who shows up if this was open to the public. Now, if this was a private showing, maybe. And I also tweeted last night when I was watching this episode that this very much so gives me that this is Carlos King's doing, that this was a cast event, that they had to show up, or else they wouldn't get paid for the episode. That's what it gives to me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and we'll discuss it. So I want to pause here and move forward. So yeah, you guys, like I said, this has to be a cast event, because after Stormy showed up, Mel showed up. Now, in last week's episode, Mel told her mom that she was going to go support Destiny, which I don't get it. The beginning of last season, which I still don't understand why this is season 5, but this was supposed to be the back half of season 4. Doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, it is what it is. Are we even getting a reunion this season? I mean, we're only 5 episodes in, so I can't imagine we're gonna get a reunion. I'm confused, but hey, it is what it is. They definitely need a reunion to address all the stuff that's played out over social media and on the show. But back to the show. So Melody showed up. Here's my thing. If I'm not cool with somebody, and at one point I said that you were talking to my ops, which I wouldn't say that word. If we ain't cool, if we ain't conversed, if we ain't had no kind of conversation with one another, I'm not gonna show up to support your event. That's just not who I am. Like, if me and you got beef, what I'm gonna show up to support you for? There's no purpose. I don't like you, you don't like me, or I don't F with you, you don't F with me. I'm not gonna show up to your event for nothing. You can't pay me to come to your event. That's one thing I would tell Carlos. Like, you want me to go to Destiny's event for what? I don't like Destiny. I'm not friends with Destiny. Why would I show up there to Destiny's event? Can we talk? Can I just say something real quick about Destiny's event as well? Not even her event, her shop, her store. Because I tweeted last night, is her store even open currently? And somebody said no. Destiny, what's going on with the store, sis? Genuine question. What's going on with the store? Then when they, at one point in the episode, and they made it a point to pan across the street, I'm like, you are across the street from a Dollar General. Girl, I know that Dollar General has to have business. And the Dollar General is, if you are in a predominantly black neighborhood, how are you not making money, sis? I'm just kind of confused by that. A Dollar General don't have enough black hair care products. You are a black-owned business with black-owned hair products. For us, why aren't your doors open, girl? Never mind. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. And I'm not being. And this is not being shady towards Destiny. It's just pointing out the obvious that maybe she don't have the money like she says she does. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. So when Mel and Miss Vanessa got there, they went inside. I want to say this right here, right now, because I don't want nobody coming at me saying, "Well, she did." I know she did. I didn't even tweet this. I saw a lot of people upset last night about this particular scene with Destiny and Melody. So a lot of people were saying, "Oh my God, Melody went into Destiny's shop and didn't speak to her." Technically, she went in there. She spoke to Kim. She went to Kimmy. She said hey to Kimmy. Was that Kimmy? She said hey. Yeah, it was Kimmy. She hugged Kimmy, said hey. Then she gave a dry ass hey to Destiny. That's what she did. She did speak to Destiny, but it was like a literal dry ass hi. Let's be real. Can I ask another question? What's a mellometer? What is a mellometer? That is not to be taken shady. That's what she came up with the name for her fans? Mellometers? Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Mellometers? Mellometers. Okay. So here's another part of the episode that I did not like. So Stormy and Mel were talking, right? So Stormy was talking about how the woman behind the cash register came out and told her she was, that Destiny wanted her to leave. Now here's my thing. I don't get how Stormy feels away and how Mel feels away about Destiny not wanting them there. Again, y'all have had issues with each other. Especially Stormy and Destiny. Y'all almost got into a fist fight with each other. Y'all ain't even sat down and squashed the beef, whatever beef it is. Y'all ain't sat down and said anything to each other. And Mel, my issue is with you as well. You were not invited. Now, once again, I'm still gonna stick with this logic that I just said a few minutes ago about the fact that if it was a public flyer, if you could go on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, where they live at, Facebook, if you can go on social media and find Destiny's flyer, then technically this was a public event and anybody could show up. And unfortunately, anybody showed up in the form of Stormy and Destiny. Not Stormy and Destiny, but Stormy and Mel. But my issue with Mel is, I know that that was your baby shower. I do get that. And it might not have been open and it might not have been for the public, right? But obviously it was some kind of a casting event for Carlos, for Letitia to show up. When Letitia showed up to your event, you had Letitia escorted. Destiny really should have had security there and had you and Stormy escorted. Like I said, me personally, neither one of them would have stayed at my event. If I have an issue with you and we ain't rocking with each other, then don't come. Period. Because if I see you, I'm like, hey, she gotta go. Like I'm like, get that woman out of my store. I don't need her here. I don't care if she is here to support. And I know a lot of people like they did come to support. Did now coming to support does a lot of times people say just show up to support, right? But this is a business, you guys. Let's keep it real. This is a business. Did anybody now? I'm gonna say this for Stormy and for Destiny. Not for why do I want to keep saying Destiny? For Stormy and for Mel, right? Did they purchase anything? That's the easiest way to show support. Now, granted, she ain't had no AC in there, and I don't know why she didn't have no AC in there, because that was the summer. Because I remember when they filmed this, that was the summer. We're in the South. It's hot as hell in the summer in the South. It's like really hot here. I don't know why it's always insanely hot in the summers in the South, but yeah, why you ain't got no AC? See, I can go at both sides. But yeah, did they support by buying anything? And that's the same. That could be the same thing can be said for Kimmy, Maurice, Marcel. The same can be said for everybody. Did anybody support her business? Again, why are your doors closed, girl? It just don't make any sense to find out that Destiny's store is still closed. That just doesn't make any sense to me. It's giving either you just doing this for the show or you don't have the funds. It's just giving a lot of things, and you want to support a black business, but that just doesn't make any sense to me. But hey, it is what it is. Let's pause here. Let's go ahead and move forward. All right, you guys. So at one point we see Martel and Miss Vanessa. So they were talking, right? So you guys remember that Martel was invited to Florida by Melody because they're going down there with the kids, right? So they're talking about that. Miss Vanessa's like, she knows that the kids are obviously happy about that. So Mel came over, and at one point they walked out the door. Now, Destiny, this is your event. Why? Why? Because you caused this scene. I will say that you did cause this scene when Melody walked out the door saying she could have spoke to you. She did speak to you. It was very dry. And I get it. Destiny was in her feelings. She was pissed off, so she didn't really hear that hi from Melody. So I'm not gonna sit here and hark on her. I'm not gonna come at her any kind of way. Now, for Mel to sit there and say you looking for a moment, I'm like, but you are, says the person who showed up to an event uninvited. She's looking for a moment. I would say you looked for a moment too. And you definitely looked for a moment when you found Miss Wanda. We're going to talk about that in just a minute too. So, Melody, she decided to go to Miss Wanda at her child. I just really, that food that Miss Wanda be peddling, it's just that baked potato with all of that stuff on top of it. No, ma'am. Now, I will say, I have tried baked potatoes with like brisket on it, brisket and barbecue sauce. Now that is good. That shit that Miss Wanda has with, I saw one with some, looked like it has some greens on top of it. I just don't, it looked like slop. It looked like something that you would feed a dog, but you wouldn't want to feed a dog. It sure enough does look a nasty ass mess, right? Now, you guys are gonna have to clue me into this situation. You guys know, when it comes to Love and Marriage Huntsville, they stay on live all the time, so I don't keep up with these people at all. So I don't ever know what's going on unless it comes across my timeline, and I try to avoid it then too. I know Scotty talks about Love and Marriage Huntsville, but at a certain point in time, it just gets so frustrating to see Love and Marriage Huntsville always on my YouTube timeline. Everybody talks about it, and it's just like, what the fuck? What are these people doing? Do these people not work in their day-to-day lives? Like, do y'all not have a job? Do y'all not have businesses that y'all run? Because I kid you not, the one person who I always see going on my on Instagram, Melody goes live a lot. And Melody, she pretty much she goes live quite often. Like I can't even count on how many times my notification says Melody, whatever her name. I think it's Melody S Holt. She's live. I'm like, oh my god. They all go live. I'm so glad I don't follow Miss Wanda because I know she goes live as well. So in this particular moment, Mel addressed Bernard, and she says that Bernard was on live with Miss Wanda, talking about. I guess he was talking about. They were talking about her. Oh my God. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, whatever social media you can think of, Twitter. That is social media is its own cast member on this show because these people live on social media. That's why we know so much about what's going on with this damn show, and it's just like that's why I always say about Carlos, like nip that shit in the bud. That's what we don't like, cause kind of like what happened last night with Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives of Atlanta just started filming season 15, and it's already in the blogs that last night was Ross's birthday party. Sheree and Martel were there together. I've heard that but Kenya and Martel had some words with each other. Candy got mad at somebody and left. I don't like. If y'all could just keep the stuff out of the blogs, we would be happy. Like Potomac starts tonight. The only thing I know about Potomac before this season was when all of the housewives, all of the past and present housewives got together for that party, which I think is in the premiere episode. But that's all. Like, just stay off of social media. So when Melody addressed Miss Wanda and Bernard, things went left fast. So let me ask you guys this question. So I know Miss Wanda is saying that Martel went on now her word, not mine, because she said Dr. Heaven. I'm like, it's Heavenly, but he went on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube, and I guess he did. Now, how many interviews has Martel done with Dr. Heavenly? I only remember the one, and I couldn't stomach it, so I didn't finish it. Has he done another one since? So Martel went on Heavenly's YouTube, right? So did he go on Dr. Heavenly's YouTube channel and imply that he's not Sugar Mama's daddy? That I know he's still running with that narrative that Mel cheated on him. I know he's still running with that. I know he's been running with that narrative a lot lately that she cheated on him. I remember when he posted all those videos, so I know he's still running with that narrative. But is he the one that's questioning the paternity? Allegedly, let me know in the comments, because I don't keep up with these people. They have way too much shit going on for me. So Melody and Miss Wanda, they going back and forth. I will say Miss Wanda's too old for the drama. Now, one thing I will say that Miss Wanda said that I kind of agree with, like the hands in the face. Tammy Roman done told us about this so many times. Don't put your hands at people's faces. She's told us that, right? But I will say at the same time, Miss Wanda was like doing the absolute most, and then you are here with your business. Girl, that is completely unprofessional. I already know that I wouldn't eat Miss Wanda's food, but girl, this just took it to a whole new low. I'm gonna pause here, you guys, and I'm gonna wrap up this episode. All right, you guys. So I don't know who the hell Tisha was talking to, but Tisha, let's keep it real, girl. It's okay to say your mom is wrong. When your mama is wrong, it's okay to say, you know what, my mama is wrong. I can't defend that. But unfortunately, Letitia was trying to defend her mother in the disgusting comments that she said about Mel, talking about go find her baby daddy. I don't know how Letitia can say that she's not talking about Mel's kids when you're questioning the paternity of one of her children. Now, granted, if the father of her child is running with that narrative, yes, Melody needs to check him as well. But we gonna check him and we gonna check you. And Tisha, but she wasn't talking about the kids. She was talking about Mel, because Mel talked about my daddy. I don't even know if my daddy was in her DMs. He probably was, but he could have been saying, hey, you look nice. Okay. Now, I'm going to come at Mel too, because I'm going to come at Mel. Mel, what was the purpose of you saying that that man was in your DMs? What was the purpose in that? When you was on the nightcap with Carlos and Monique, I still don't understand what the purpose of you saying he was in your DMs. Okay, if he was in your DMs, did you ignore him? Did you entertain him? What did you do? Like, I still don't understand what the purpose of saying that man was in your DMs for. If him and Ms. Wanda are not together, what was the? Because I know you was coming at Ms. Wanda, but if they're not in a relationship, what was the purpose in saying her baby daddy is in my DMs? I didn't understand that. I really didn't. That was a jab. That was a jab. So, and here's the thing, you guys, because we all people love to say this, right? You can't dictate how somebody responds to things that you do, right? So Mel threw the first. I don't know who threw the first stone. I don't care. Mel threw a stone at Miss Wanda, talking about her baby daddy, right? Well, Miss Wanda came back at you saying, "Find your baby daddy." So you can't really 100% be mad at her because you said something about her baby daddy, so she said go find yours. Was it a low blow? Absolutely. But you can't dictate how somebody responds to you. I just don't understand why Mel had to even mention that. It didn't make any sense to me. It would make sense to me if you indulged the man and you went out on a date with him, but I don't think she did, so I don't really get it. Really. So they ended up taking Miss Wanda back inside because things were escalating. Now, Miss Wanda, you kept calling her a hoe. You don't want nobody to call Tisha a hoe, would you? Because you'd be ready to fight too if somebody called Tisha a hoe. That, like, I just didn't get. I couldn't rock with that. I couldn't get with that. So at one point, now Maurice, you do know slipperier is not a word, right? It's just slippery. She's slippery. There's no ER on that word, but okay, sir. So they went back outside at one point. Ms. Wanda decided to charge at Mel. Honestly, you guys, I'm not upset with Ms. Wanda because she's still pissed off about the fact that Mel had her hands in the face. I ain't that upset with the woman, but you're too old for the bullshit. You're just too old for it. Way too old for this shit. So then Destiny's Holt came outside and said that they were, messing up her event. Now, Mel, you was doing a little. I get you were upset. I get you were mad, but y'all did kind of. I mean, although the event was, she ain't had no AC. I ain't seen nobody buying no products. I just don't understand what's going on. So I'm not gonna sit here and say they are. I mean, y'all were wrong for coming with the bullshit at her event. And Mel, that was a wrong time and wrong place. Granted, Miss Wanda was there, but that was the wrong time and the wrong place because, girl, you know what? I realized, for me, I would have stooped low. I gotta be real with you guys. I would have stooped low. And it wouldn't have been just Mel that I came at. It wouldn't have been, because when Mel went at Miss Wanda, they would have been trying to contain Miss Wanda and Mel, but they really would have had to contain me if I was Destiny. Because I would have came out there and said, wait a minute, what the fuck y'all got going on? This is my event. Like, why are you arguing with her? And why the fuck y'all arguing with each other? Like, first of all, your ass wasn't even invited. Get the fuck off my property is what I would have said to Mel. Get the fuck off my property because I didn't invite your ass to this motherfucking anyways. So skedaddle. Get the fuck out of here. Don't come here with no bullshit. Like, I would have said that to Mel. Period. Point blank. I would have went at Mel, but then I would have went at Miss Wanda and be like, Miss Wanda, I asked you to come here to cater this event. And here you are being unprofessional trying to fight her. I'm paying you. Maybe not. I'm paying you to do a service for me. And you're not doing that for me. So at this point, I need you to get the fuck out of here too. Like, everybody would have left at that point. Everybody would have got the fuck out of there because I wouldn't have dealt with it. I wouldn't have dealt with it. Miss Wanda being unprofessional as hell and Melody coming to my event starting some shit. Like, I would have nixed all of that in the bud. Period. Like, So yeah, y'all would have called me unprofessional, but that's what I would have done. I don't care. Let me know what you guys think about that. Like, I get people don't, and that's the thing I was looking at on social media last night. So many people were attacking Destiny, and I get it. Destiny is not that liked by the fans. I'm not a fan of Destiny. But I can always say when right is right and wrong is wrong. Destiny did have her moments. Destiny did have some moments in this episode, especially in the beginning with Stormy. If you're gonna say for the woman to come in, check yourself. Be like, okay, cool. She gonna come in. Let me at least acknowledge her. Let me be cordial with her. Although we ain't had a conversation, be cordial. With Mel, she was just still in her feelings. She didn't hear Mel speak to her. I'm gonna let her have that one too as well. I'm gonna let her have that too, because I probably wouldn't have heard Mel either. I probably would have been seeing red if someone came to my event that I did not invite. I probably would have been seeing red myself. So I ain't that mad at Destiny. I ain't that mad. What I am mad about is the fact that you are literally across the street from a goddamn Dollar General and your business is closed. Girl, you should be raking in the money. How are you not profiting? Are you even paying rent here at this location? Because you said never mind. There are so many unanswered questions with this shit that I don't have the time for it, but hey, it is what it is. Now, this altercation between Marcel and Martel. Y'all not gonna believe me when I tell you this, but I'm actually on Martel's side. I'm on Martel's side because Martel kept trying to make them understand that Ms. Wanda might not have technically excuse me, y'all. Martel is trying to make them understand that Ms. Wanda might not have been technically talking about the kids, but indirectly she was. You're telling Melody to go find her baby daddy, right? Who is the baby that we're talking about? Sugar Mama. So she might not be directly saying anything about Sugar Mama. She might not have said her name, but you did mention her when you told Melody to go find her baby daddy. Like, let's not play that game. So I don't know why Marcel got so heated in this particular moment, but he did. Maurice got in between them. That's what kicked off the that's what kicked off the pushing and shoving. Maurice hopping in between it. So everybody's trying to break this shit up. It was a mess, you guys. This whole episode consisted around this mess, and I was like, so wait, there was no physical altercation? Okay. I mean, I don't really need to see a physical fight, but Carlos, you drug this shit out. You drug it out, and I don't know why. But that's a review, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Drop down in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, you guys, please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands, you guys. Wear a mask. Socially distance. Be blessed. Thumbs up the video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.